Yeah, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Thursday, the 28th of May 2020. It is currently 5:02 a.m. local here in Da Nang, Vietnam. This is a look at my 12-hour high probability charts. The new candle was at 4 a.m., so 1 hour and 2 minutes ago. So this is just, we'll run through it and have a look at the charts themselves. Now this is my watch list on the right. This is my trading view watch list. Anything that's highlighted in orange is what I'm going to discuss in this video. If there's no highlight, no trade on, and if blue, there is trades on. So a little bit happening this morning, so I'll run through the charts. Just bear with me. You've seen my videos. I'm probably going to repeat myself. All right, let's have a look. AusCAD. Now I'll just start where we're at. There was a buy on this line here, up here. It was stopped out for an 80-cent total. So it's just a remaining buy in here. All I've done, S1 stands for sequence 1, which is this. You can always pause the video, slow the video down, read my notes. So where the S1 is, sell trades are designated by red lines. So the intersection of the solid red line and the vertical dash line for sells, and buys are in the blue. So you can, I started sequence 1, this is where I started with a sell, then there's a hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy, etc. Sequence 2 is this buy was sequence 2, this was sequence 3, so all I've done is moved it across, and sequence 2, yep, ABC News. Sequence 2 is here. So my overall break-even is designated by these yellow lines here, and I've got 2 of them because I've got a break-even for sequence 1 and I've got an overall break-even. As you can see, price is below them at the moment. I probably should close them all and get rid of all these trades, but it looks like the AusCAD's trying to push down a bit lower, so I might see if I can get a few pips and get a bit creative with my trade management. Any red trend lines you see are bearish divergence. Any green trend lines you see are bullish divergence. Any blue trend lines are something that interests me. So it's like a resistance level, support level, or just a nice trend line or something like that. So basically I've just stopped out on this buy here. The stop levels are marked by these red dotted areas, and I could probably delete that. Other than that, there's not much else I can delete there. Probably the buy, because no, I can't, because it was a part of the sequence 1, so I have to leave the lines in place. Right, moving right along, Euro Swiss franc. All right, I'm in 2 sequences here. I was in a buy and it sort of got away from me a little bit, and I probably shouldn't have taken it. It was on this big candle. Then I've taken a sell straight after. Now price has gone up nicely. What I've done this morning, because I've probably messed up on that buy, with the MACD Platinum, when it's above the 0 level, this is the MACD Platinum, all it is a 0 lag MACD. When it's above, I'm looking to sell. When it's below, I'm looking to buy. So the buy was taken in here and it went straight up over there. So what I've done this morning is closed half my buy. That gave me $6.85, which has been added to the total here. Put a stop in place, which is now at this level here. So even if it rolls over and hits my stop and takes my stop out, I'll probably give back some of that $6.85, but I won't lose overall on that buy trade. So now I'm looking for a second, possibly a hedge buy or a second sell. Depends on how we look. So I can probably draw a trend line up here. At the moment, it looks like we might be getting a buy and a hedge buy. So my overall break even for both trades at the moment is this level down here, which is a long way below where current price is. Ideally, I want price below that yellow line. But the MACD Platinum's a long way above the 0 level. And this thing oscillates around the 0 level, as you can see, the 0 level being that dotted line there. So just took a little bit of profit there. All these trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet on Google Drive. So everything's updated on that. So everyone's got access. Feel free to look at it. You'll find the link to that spreadsheet in the description to the video. Right, euro pound. New buy signal this morning. MACD platinum's just below the zero level. MAs is heading up. Now the three MAs I've got is a 50 EMA, 100 EMA and 240 LMA. They just give me a bit of a direction about trend. I ideally want to see price come back to them and bounce off them. Didn't quite come close here. So I've taken two trades on the same candle this morning. So I've commenced a new sequence 2 here, and I've taken a third hedge buy on sequence 1. My overall break even, you can see, is all the way up here. That's really irrelevant at this stage unless price shoots up nicely. But what I'm trying to do now is make some money on sequence 2, make some profit on sequence 2. Price continues up, say. In the meantime, sequence 1's hedged, so I can't lose anything except on the overnight interest rate or the swap. Then this will roll over, hopefully. Then I can either close out sequence 2 or start a new sequence 3 or something like that and add to sequence 1. So there's a bit of a plan here. It looks a bit messy at the moment. Looks like a lot of trades happening. Don't get too stressed about it. Doing all right. And as I said, you can always read my notes with the, there's a trade here, MACD very close to zero with the trend, but I do notes. Euro yen. Right, a couple of sequences here. Sequence 1's this buy in here. All I've done this morning is move my stop up on that buy trade, sequence 1 buy trade, to 116861, as you can see up here. Made notes up there. Looks like there's going to be, you see this green dot here? That will disappear once price actually moves. At the moment, price isn't moving, so it gives you the impression there's a buy signal there, but there's not. Remember that this is trading view, so this is one of the little quirks of trading view. That wouldn't show on MT4, MT5. And once price actually moves on no-hander, which it's quiet time of the day, it might take a while, those dots both on the MACD platinum and the QMP filter will disappear, I should say. And it gives me a good heads up what's coming up next at 4 p.m. this afternoon. If that price remains around the same area, I know there's going to be a hedge buy coming up. At the moment, my overall break-evens are down here, and this is a yen pair, and they're just terrible. Terrible, Muru. All right, so Euro USD. Checking my notes. I just took on sequence 2. It's in the sell. All I've done is taken a hedge buy. So that's this hedge buy here. It's not a standalone buy trade. The MACD platinum's above the zero level. I've already started drawing in possible bearish divergence trend lines. I'm always drawing trend lines in as I go. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but I like to see them in there. And once they become, if they're no longer valid, then I just delete them. But it saves you time trying to look for them after the fact. So as price moves, you just keep on adjusting these trend lines. So yeah, I've added a hedge buy there. So now it's brought my overall break even down to this level here. So if price just keeps on going up and heads up over this yellow line, I don't really care about this sequence 2. I've got sequence 1 already got it locked in, and I can just close out all the trades and see how we go. So we've got this resistance level stuck a bit of a range. Looks like it may have broken through that range. We'll see if it holds. New Zealand CAD. All right, so two things here. This buy trade in here, I'd already closed out half, had a stop in place, price come down, spiked me down through that stop last night. So that buy trade's no longer in play, and that was a whopping 54 cents there. Still about wasn't even a base hit. So I can delete that. I'll just leave the lines on the chart to show you where the trade was. And now we've got a new sell this morning. Look, it's not, I like this resistance level here. Price is having problems breaking through there. MAs are very flat and tight, so we took the sell. Look, MACD's above the zero level. Not convincing, but it's worth a shot. It's not a fast moving pair. So closed, the remaining buy was stopped out, took a new sell. New Zealand USD Kiwi, sure bro. In a buy here, again we seem to have broken out this range, which is great, and we've got a new sell dot on the MACD Platinum, red dot on the MACD Platinum up the zero level. So all I've done is move my stop up a few pips from, it was near the entry level, I've just moved it up below this recent low in here, and that's all I've done on the New Zealand USD, just locking a little bit more profit on this buy trade. If you see green lines like this, it's generally a big number. In this case, it's the 60-cent level on New Zealand USD. All right, guys, I think that's it on the 12-hour charts. At least there was something on them. There was nothing on the daily charts at all, so that was pretty boring. What is it, Thursday? And today is the first game back of the mighty NRL, the National Rugby League here in Australia. First game this afternoon. I'll probably be on the 4 p.m. charts anyway, so I'll miss the start of the game. Anyway, if you do like the video, please hit the subscribe button. If nothing else, hit the like button, and I will chat to you guys probably in about 11 hours or so. Cheers. Thank you.